Hello and welcome back to the 35th Mill for another review. This time we're reviewing Daddy's Home 2.
Yes, indeed we are.
Let's get straight into it, I think.
Alright, so the sequel to the hit comedy starring Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg picks up pretty much after the first movie, which was, 2 years ago now? Wow, time flies.
Nice.
Anyway, not only have we hit the resolution at the end of the first film, spoilers if you haven't seen it, they get along, what a shock. Anyway.
Obviously they would. Of course they would. This isn't about the story, this is more about the
Yep.
fun.
So, here's the fun. It's Christmas time, and each of the co-dads have their own dads coming to visit. And holiday mayhem ensues.
Yes, it does. Thankfully, we're joined by John Lithgow and Mel Gibson. And,
Jeez, they're perfect.
I could not have casted that any better.
No, not at all.
To have Mark Wahlberg's father, this ultra cool ex-NASA
pilot.
NASA
pilot.
And then we have John Lithgow as the bumbling
Postal worker.
Will
dad.
Ferrell's like lazy kind of just happy over the top father. Dopey is the word.
Dopey as anything.
It's just so entertaining to watch them interact.
Oh, it was wonderful.
And the love that Will Ferrell and John Lithgow show for each other, and then the absolute hatred, or not so much hatred, but just
disdain.
Yeah, between your word choices are phenomenal. Between Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg, I really enjoyed it. Quick, snappy writing as well.
It was very well.
It was just. Yeah, it didn't take itself seriously. It was a joke. It's fun. It's just meant to be entertaining.
It knew what it was. It had no problem embracing that. It got serious at a couple of points where it needed to be, but it handled it very deftly. I don't know what else to say. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we were laughing the entire
whole time. Yeah,
there were the two serious moments in the whole film. I think were the only times where we sort of paused.
No, but even still through the serious parts, it didn't lose its humor.
No.
So the characters didn't change to suddenly be like, oh, now we're really serious.
I felt like they were on a train, and when it would get to a serious moment, it would stop off for a second, but it didn't lose its momentum. It just kept going.
And I felt a bit embarrassed. I giggled during one of the sad parts, but not because I was like, oh, this is just funny, but because they said.
It's okay. It was you and most of the rest of the cinema that was laughing at that.
Look, it's a great film. Don't want to go into too much detail and give too much away, but pretty much they decide to share or have one Christmas together.
Yep.
Obviously, when they all come together and in their one place. In fact, they go away for Christmas instead of having it at someone's house. Just to have so many different personalities and different relationship styles clashing together, and of course
it worked. And you have a very talented cast, a really tight script. Everything was handled well. Everyone got their own time and their own space to perform and for their characters to grow, which is not something you hear very often in a comedy. It's normally so much about trying to just get the comedy that you neglect the characters, but this didn't feel like that, and it was the same case in the first film. They're attacking a very poignant concept, a very important situation.
Enjoyable point of view.
Yeah.
A great way to tackle this kind of issue.
And a very relatable way, I think. So it was... It felt real and it felt funny, and if you're going to see a Christmas film this year, this could be the one for you.
No, that's very, very accurate.
It's a bit early for Christmas movies, but you know what?
All the stores are doing Christmas, so why not?
Yeah.
Really enjoyable. Should we get to our store?
We should get to our scores.
Can we go first?
Do you know your scores?
Nope, you go.
Okay, I'll go. I don't know mine either, but I'm going to work it as I go. All right. Look, a technical score. You know what? It's probably a 6 because it would be lower, except that they've actually put a lot of effort into this script and they've cast well and things like that. So yeah, it does its job. It does its job well. Sort of in the same way that you go from Meet the Parents to Meet the Fockers. That's the progression that it felt like it took, and it was good. It worked really well. So technical level, 6 out of 10. On a personal level, that gets an 8. I just did not stop laughing.
I was gonna do.
You can still do that.
Yeah, well.
Got an 8. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I look forward to going out and buying it when it comes out because I will watch it again and again. It'll go on my Christmas shelf. Very excited.
Which is where?
Just somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's behind your head. Yep. Anyway, on to your score.
All right, well, yeah, okay, well, I should have gone first because I would have said pretty much the same thing. Where it gets the 6, because it isn't. I liked that comparison between that and Meet the Fockers. Oh, Meet the Parents to Meet the Fockers. That was good.
Well, that's sort of how it felt.
Yeah, no, yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it's a comedy. They're not really all about the story, but even this one had a pretty good story. Was really well written. Characters interacted really well, and I think that also just helped because the actors were so professional, but also so brilliant, and definitely get along. So yeah, it just worked. And then from a personal level, yeah, it gets an 8 because it was so much fun. I laughed. I haven't laughed that much in a movie for a long time.
It's been a few months.
Yeah,
at least, yeah.
I very enjoyable. I loved it. Yeah, one to watch again a lot.
So be sure to check it out, and once you do, let us know what you think in the comments below.
Yes.
And as always, we will see you next time at the 35th Mill.
Yep.